What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that and show support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. I'm glad you came see me. So, had a full wearing of another one of the Parfum Cologne collection fragrances from Roja Dove. I had no idea this was going to trump Scandal, because I really enjoy Scandal. I did my first impressions when I first got everything, and I do like the entire collection, but once you really get a full wearing, you really get to see what it's about and how it's going to change on your skin. And I gotta say, what we're talking about today is going to be hard to top. And what are we talking about? Of course, we're talking about Creation E from Roja Parfums, also known as Enigma over in Europe. I'll go through that presentation. The bottle design that the collection's known for. Signature insignia on the top. Again, right here. And we'll go ahead and get a spray on the test strip. Let that sit for a second. The presentation on this, I gotta say, the shape, oh, I smell it in the air. The shape is not groundbreaking molds. Don't get me wrong. But they're so elegantly designed with all the different color combinations, and it's just got, you know, the gold print with the classic design of the cap from Roja Parfums, minus it doesn't have the stones, it just has the etching and shape of the stones that are normally in their more expensive lines. It's just, it really is beautiful. So for that on the presentation, I'm actually going to give this an 8 out of 10. So moving on. This was actually released in this year of 2019. It was only released just a few short weeks ago. Classification on this is an Oriental Spicy. And when we get into this scent, I'll go ahead and break down the notes, and then we'll discuss what I actually smell when I sniff this one in the opening, transition, and the dry down. So top notes are bergamot. In the mid, you're looking at geranium, rose de mai, neroli, jasmine de grace, and heliotrope. On the base, you're looking at cardamom, ginger, pepper, patchouli, cognac, tobacco, sandalwood, benzoin, vanilla, and ambergris. So what do I get from it? So let me go ahead and put this bad boy right here. So in the opening, there it is. Yeah, it's very fizzy, very effervescent. So it does have that cola, Dr. Pepper, cherry Coke kind of vibe that everybody talks about, because it's so fresh and it's so fizzy in the opening. Picture the fizz from the carbonation on a cola or a Dr. Pepper or something like that. If you take a sip while it's still fizzing, kind of that scent you get from it. That the benzoin with the cognac and the vanilla and everything, because this is a benzoin bomb. It's heavy benzoin. It's beautiful. And it's really fizzy, really effervescent, and it has that cola and Dr. Pepper vibe that everyone talks about. To really understand it, you have to smell it for yourself. And then, like I said, you're getting a lot of benzoin and a lot of cognac in the opening. And you can kind of get a little tiny hint of tobacco in the background, but it's so overwhelmed with that effervescent quality. And like I said, this is benzoin, top, mid, and base. You're getting it throughout. And then as it starts to transition, the fizziness really starts to calm down. The benzoin's still in the forefront, but you're starting to get a light tobacco in the transition. I actually have the deep dry down on my arm right here. And then, like I said, the benzoin and the vanilla make such a beautiful combination with this one. It smells nothing like anything else I have in my collection. And you have a slight sweet and spicy type of booziness from the cognac with the cardamom and a little bit of pepper. Now, once you get into the dry down, that spice subsides. It doesn't really hang out for long. I do get a hint of patchouli in the deep dry down, but mainly what I'm getting is that benzoin tends to soften up. So it's a much softer benzoin, and you're getting more vanilla at this point. So it's still very sweet. It sweetens up the tobacco a bit, because I find you get a lot more tobacco in that dry down with the cognac. And you still get a little tiny hint of cognac, but the main thing that really changes for me in the base is I don't really get any sandalwood. I don't really get the rose. I don't get any of those things, or the jasmine or anything like that. I don't really get the florals, but I do get the ambergris. I get a slight salty kind of musk to it from the ambergris once we get into the dry down. And it's really beautiful. Like I said, this is unlike anything else in my collection. Oh, that opening is just so beautiful. So for that, I gotta say, the scent on this one is definitely an 8.5 out of 10. Now, in the longevity category, I sprayed this on at 7 o'clock this morning, and I don't have my watch on. I believe, what time is it right now? I want to say it's around 6:30, and it really became a skin scent about a half an hour ago. I got to get pretty close to smell it. So the clock really stopped at about 10 hours. So for that 10-hour mark, it's actually going to be a 9 out of 10 in the longevity category. Now, projection. Okay, this is bordering beast mode territory. It really is. It's beyond arm's length for a few hours. It's every bit of 2.5 hours, 3 hours that it's beyond arm's length. Then it starts to become arm's length for about an hour. Then it gets a little closer to the skin after that 4-hour mark. You're still projecting with a pretty good little scent trail. And then, like I said, it became a skin scent on me at the 10-hour mark. So that's when I shut the clock down. So the projection on it is very, very solid. Not fill a room, but bordering on it. So projection, I'm actually going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Overall, this is undoubtedly an 8.5 out of 10. I know they're pricey. They're not cheap. They're not easy to get. I was sent this for review. Everything you just heard was my honest 100% opinion. Would I have this if it had not been sent to me? I'm not sure, because it's not that easy for me to spend $290 on a bottle. Totally understand that. I would say get your hands on a decant or a sample. As a matter of fact, link in the description below for Swift Scents, Raymond and Deborah. They have it. It's available. It's fair price. Get your hands on a decant. Try it out for yourself. You may fall in love with it. You may have the funds to spend on it. You may want to save up towards it, because it does have a uniqueness. I've never smelled another fragrance that smells like this. I don't know if there's anything else out there like it besides the original Parfum pour Homme. But I got to tell you, to me, it's very unique. It's very delicious. It's just so beautiful. It's elegant. It's got a class. I wouldn't wear this one in the summer, but you can definitely go spring, fall, and winter. It will shine. It's powerful enough to cut through the cold. The temperature actually dropped over here today, and it's in the high 30s, and this was perfect for today. I actually had to take my jacket off because it's a little warm inside. But not a young man's fragrance. Definitely a fragrance lover's fragrance. It doesn't smell like anything else I have, guys, I will say. So, man, interesting fragrance to say the very least. Probably later in the week, or maybe next week, I'll dive into Danger. I think Danger is going to be the next one I check out and really do a full review on. I have a feeling that's going to cut it kind of close, being that same territory as Scandal on ratings. I don't know. I'm just going off my first impressions. But so far, the one to beat is Creation E. This thing's amazing. This is perfect for this time of year. I love how this one smells. I really do. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, as always, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know, have you smelled this before? Is it one that you already have? You couldn't wait and got it when it released? I know, like I said, I know they're not cheap. They're very expensive, but you understand why when you smell it and you wear it. You see the performance, you smell the quality, the uniqueness. It's a statement maker for sure. So I'll leave you with this. If you get your hands on Creation E and you give it a spray now, I'm really confident that you'll thank me later. Have a great day, guys.